You improved to 2-0 on the season with a 2-1 win tonight. Overall thoughts on the way your team played tonight?
Yeah, it was a good performance. It was a very good 86-minute performance. That's what I told the boys. We played a full 86 minutes. Unfortunately, the last 4 minutes got a little crazy, and they tucked one home, and I had to bring some guys off the bench in order to finish it out. But overall, it was a good performance. We were able to play a lot of players. Once it went 2-0, we were comfortable in possession. There were moments where we got a little complacent, a little lackluster in our speed of play, but overall, we're happy with the result and feel a win is just in this one.
Oakland came out and played a very conservative stance, the defensive approach. Even when you were up 1-0, did you expect them to take that kind of stance against you and just play for counterattacks?
No, I mean, I think we caused them trouble. I think we were able to get on the ball a lot. We were in full control the first 25 minutes of the game. The second part of the first half, we kind of were a little deeper than I wanted. But we didn't give up any chances, which is ultimately what we're looking for. Second half, they sat off. I figured they would eventually come. I think they were looking to bait us to play some passes in dangerous areas that they could press, but we showed a decent level of composure and maturity within our team to be smart and compose and just pass the game out.
Christian Borm gives you a 1-0 lead while playing in a relatively new position. He's played a lot up front since he's been here, playing an outside midfield spot tonight. What did you think of him in his new role? And obviously,
good. I mean, you know what you're going to get. Christian is a guy that will give you every ounce of effort he has, and he is getting better. He has continued to improve and grow as a player, and he deserved that opportunity tonight. So he deserves more, and as he continues to perform as well as he is, and as hungry as he is around goal, and he's good in those little pockets to play, and he's ready for that chance.
Garrett McLaughlin, Conference Freshman of the Year last year. You've talked about his natural goal-scoring ability. Scores the game winner on a one-timer, I guess, from Eddie. What did you see on the goal, and is that the kind of goal-scoring ability you expect from him regularly?
He took that one really well. Eddie got around the edge and whipped it in, and Garrett pulled off his defender and tucked it home. We have the tempo copter arriving here, Coach Chad Morris.
I believe you're right.
So it's Garrett had a good performance. So.
All right, that's a first for a soccer interview. You talked about an 86-minute performance, and Oakland did get a goal late.
Right.
Was that because of something that faltered on your back end, or were they trying new tactical changes?
They changed shape, and they threw more guys forward. They put 3 in the back and threw a couple extra guys up top. And it's typical. It's college soccer, and it doesn't matter if you win games. I mean, there's no goal differential. It doesn't matter if you win games. We beat them 3-0 or they lose 2-1. It's a loss, So at that point, they're throwing numbers forward. We did it last weekend. So it's very typical in college soccer that the game at the end becomes a bit hectic because teams aren't mature enough most of the time to just see it out and pass the game out and just roll into a 2-0 victory. So they changed tactically. We dove in. They threw a bunch of balls in the box. We didn't deal with it appropriately, but it's young players. So we had a bunch of young guys on. We had a lot of guys that were playing new minutes and new positions. So it was unnerving, but it's still worth it, to give up that goal to have guys rested and fresh for Sunday.
Oakland got its goal in, I think, the 86th or 7th minute. Sure. And then had another chance with, 15 seconds left? And was it Talon Maples who cleared it?
Talon was in the corner. Yeah, I don't know if it was going in or not, but from my angle, it looked dangerous. So, we need to do better in those situations. We need to keep the game wide, and we committed too many players forward late, and, the last 30 seconds. And, we had a chance in the corner down here to just hold the ball, but we were offside. So, it's a young season, and it's a team that, though we have a lot of older players, we're still learning, and we still have to see and find better ways to see out games.
You've talked about Jordan Cano sort of quarterbacking a very young defense between Talon, who's a freshman, Philip Ponder is a sophomore. A play like that where Talon saves potentially a tying goal. Does that accelerate the learning and maturation process for a young guy?
He has a very steep learning curve. I'm not playing him in that position because I want to try a freshman. I'm playing in that position because he deserves the opportunity, and he is a very good player. So that's what he does. He seeks out dangerous situations and puts himself in good spots to clear his balls off the line. He did it in an exhibition game here against Houston Baptist as well. 30 seconds in the game, cleared off the line. So he's smart. Him and Phillip are both very good at blocking balls and getting in dangerous spots and understanding positions to take up that will prevent goals. So yeah, it's a good play, but we expect that of talent.
You talked about resting some of your starters, getting minutes for your reserves. How much of that was simply because you got to bounce back in 48 hours and do this again on Sunday?
No, I knew after last weekend when I looked at the amount of work the players did through their GPS devices, that I had to make more changes in order to be fresh for Sunday. So I knew I had to change outside backs. I knew I had to change the attacking midfielder more, and I had to get Morrow a bigger break in order to be fresh to try to get the result on Sunday. So it was very calculated. We've been planning for it all week. So happy that we were up 2-0 and I could give that a shot. Now it got dangerous at the end, but ultimately the victory is a victory, and we go into Sunday in a better position than if we left everybody on.